Hey guys, thanks for joining us once again, Slideline USA Tackle Tuesday. Today, I'm going to go over everything you need to know about knot connections. Okay, how to join cable to your monoleaders, how to put together an entire rig, connecting your hooks, tying cable. So we're going to go through all of that. Before we get into it, please remember, like, subscribe. We need the help, and it really helps grow the channel. Thanks a lot, and here we go. All right, so let's start with rigs. Okay, you got your double J's. Okay, and the way you do this, when I sell these leader coils, okay, they come in pre-cut 6-foot lengths. All right, so connecting your first hook, go up through the eye of the hook. Okay, hold right here, twist around once. Okay, then come back up through. Whoop. Come back up through, just like that. Okay, and that's going to hold on there just like that. Then if you pull, it'll kink it, bend this around, okay, and just start making some twists. That's all you got to do. And I usually go, I'd say, I don't know, 6 times. Alright, 5, 6 loops around. And there you go. And that's going to hold. Okay, so that's what you're looking at. Okay. There you go. So as you saw in the last video, to connect your second hook, come up through the back of the hook, turn this around so they're sitting relatively straight however you want them. Okay, hold your cable and just start wrapping. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, and then go through the back of the hook. You always want to go through the back. Alright. And pull that tight. And there you go. Okay, that's how that sits. Now, like I showed you before, if this hook doesn't want to sit straight up, all you got to do, rotate this a couple times and pull. And there you go. She's straight. Alright. Now, if you want to add a skirt or something to your rig, that is extremely easy. Okay? You just take these skirts, alright, cut a little bit of that tip off there, and slide her on. Of course, it's not going to do it easily. There we go. Just slide that on there. And that's what you're looking at. Alright, to connect that to your slide, as I showed you in the other video, go through the eye of the swivel, okay, hold with a pair of pliers, right there, and bend this around the base of that swivel. One complete turn, okay? So now you're looking at that. Okay? Bring this up through the eye of the hook. Okay? And just pull that down a little. Then all you do, again, bend this over and start your wraps. Okay? Now the cable that I get, that I sell, is it's designed to be tied and to be wrapped. Okay, it will hold a wrap. A lot of cable won't. Okay, but this will. This will hold a solid wrap. All right. So there you go there. And then all you got to do is the usual. Okay, so there you go. That is a completed slide rig. Now that we've done J hooks, let me show you how to do circle hooks. Okay, super simple. All you have to do, go in through the eye of the hook, take this tag end, pin it down, bend your cable back, and make your turns. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then from the back to the front, bring your cable back through and pull. And there you go. Your circle hook is now connected with cable. Okay? Now, when you're putting your casted rig together, you're going to need to start with a swivel. I use size 4.0 swivels, and the reason that I do that is because they will not fit through the coils on this slide. Okay, so it acts as a stopping point. Once this slides down the leader, it'll stop there. Okay, to connect this to your cable, you're going to use the same knot as I showed you to connect to the slide. Because this rig goes from this swivel to a 6-foot section of cable to your wind-on leader, okay, and then connects to your main line. Okay, so the way that this connects, take your swivel, bring your cable through, okay, hold it with your pliers, make one complete wrap around, okay, come back up through, and twist it off. Sorry if I have fat fingers. Never said I was skinny. Alright. So there you go. Okay? So then, on this end where your weight is going to connect, you're going to want to put a little piece of monofilament. Okay? This right here is just 30 pound. Alright, so let's go ahead and cut a little piece of that off. Okay? And that just ties easily to the other side of the swivel. Okay? Doesn't matter what knot you use. Okay? The purpose of this mono here is that if your weight ever gets hung up while you're fighting a big fish, or even when it's just sitting out there when you go to reel in, this will break and you're not losing all of your rig. Or if a big fish picks you up and your weight gets snagged in a rock or anything, this will break and you're not going to lose your fish. Okay? So now, connecting cable to your wind-on leader. Okay? What we're going to do is unwind our wind-on leader. Alright. Alright. So the way that I do this, okay? First, I'm going to come up here and I am going to fold this cable in half. Just a little piece, okay? I'm going to take my pliers and I am going to squish that end down, okay, so it's nice and tight. Then you take your mono and you see how those cross? You're going to come through it, okay, and then you're going to pinch. Take your mono and make 2 loops. 1, 2. Okay? Once you've got those 2 loops, you're going to take the tag end and go back up through those 2 loops. And when you let go, you're going to have 2 little loops. Pull those down. Okay? Don't pull them super tight yet. Then you're just going to grab your cable ends and slide that down. Okay? Then when you get right about in there somewhere, always wet your knots. Then you're going to pull your mono more snug. Okay? Alright. Pull that down. Then you're going to grab your cable. Push it forward. Alright. And that is your mono connection. Your mono to cable connection. Alright, that's it. Now, what I do from here, clip the mono off. Okay? And then where that cable comes off there from being inside that knot, I leave a tag. And I do that tag so that once your swivel or once your slide goes past that, it can't back up because it'll catch. Alright? That's how we do that knot. Okay? Then, when you're connecting, because you've got 16 feet of 150 or 130 to a wind-on leader. Okay? Just like that. Now, most wind-on leaders have got a loop right down here. And you're supposed to tie a bimini to bimini connection from your reel, okay, from your mono, to your wind-on. I hate it. And I hate it because I feel that that bimini is always where it seems to break. And I don't know why. I had to figure out a better method. This was the better method. I leave them straight. Okay? The monofilament goes into here. This is just braid. Alright? So my method, what I do is I take my fingers and I make one loop. Just like that. Okay? That's what you're looking at. Then you make another loop. Just like that. Then you bring the tag in back through those loops. Just like I showed you with that heavier mono. Okay? And then what you're going to do is just start to cinch this down. And you see how you have two loops there? We're going to take our mono and you're going to go through both of those loops. 1, 2. Alright? And then you're going to pull them down. Okay? Then on the other side, you're just going to do a uni knot. Alright? So you take this, make your loop. 1. 2. I don't know why this is so difficult. 3. And we'll do 4. How's that? We'll do 4. Now, this is where things can get a little tricky. If you go pulling this tight and then trying to slide them together, it's not going to work. So what I do is I bring them semi-tight together, and then starting from the bottom, as I pull this, I just kind of slide this up until that bottom loop is touching that bigger knot. Okay? Then you just kind of have to be careful here. Okay? Once everything gets nice and snug up here, alright, you pull them tight. Alright, and there you go. Then you clip both your tag ends. Alright, and that is a much cleaner, smoother, smaller knot than a bimini. Alright, and it holds just fine. Alright, and actually I think this is 20-pound mono. I don't even know if this is 30. I don't use this real much. But that's it. That's how this whole system works. And if you've made it this far, thank you. All right, guys, thanks for watching. I hope this answers any of your questions on knot connections and how the leaders are put together. If you have any questions or you're interested in any of the tackle you saw today, please contact us at slidelineusa@gmail.com. And remember, guys, go out, have fun, hit the beach. It does not matter what kind of fish you're catching or the size of the fish. Don't believe the hype. Peace.